I'm legitimately super nervous right now. Our Companionway hatch redesign might have gotten the best of us. We're in the middle of rebuilding a 25-year-old steel sailboat from practically zero. And though we're no pros, we've bravely conquered countless obstacles along the way in order to get our boat back into the water so we could sail around the world. But not all stories can be successes, and this might be one of them. This is Luke, and I'm Lori, and we're designers taking on the project of a lifetime thanks to our Patreons and viewers like you. And if you want to see us through the good times and the bad, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and ring that bell. It's a totally free way to keep the journey alive. Our Companionway hatch is now next on our list of challenges. Do you remember we raised the superstructure, so this is actually probably about 20 centimeters taller than the original. And the original had a sliding top and 2 hatch boards. So when we made our new design, we decided to do one long sloping door that slides out and closes. But the question is, can we make this watertight? Most of the Companionway hatches that you see are sitting on top of the superstructure and then come over. However, we decided to over-ambitiously put ours on the inside instead of on top because we wanted to maximize the amount of space we have for any kind of solar panels on the top of the superstructure. That being said, now we have to figure out a way how to make this a closed surface, because if you think about it, the Companionway hatch comes out and would close this automatically. But since it's coming out from inside of the cabin, we have all of these open spaces that we have to deal with. So we're trying to come up with a design that can solve this problem. So we started by measuring the passageway and studying what kind of designs are out there. Having a watertight companionway is not necessary. However, it's a level of increased security in the event that we're hit by some nasty and unpredictable weather along our travels. And we wanted to design a boat that could go anywhere. A single-hulled keeled boat, like the LAHAKAI, is able to right itself in the event that it rolls or capsizes. The center of gravity and the force of buoyancy can bring you back to safety. However, that depends on whether or not you're able to keep the water at bay. If you have a watertight companionway, then you can wait out the worst protected inside the cabin. But this is not an easy concept to produce. There's a lot of elements that need to work together and be maintained. So we dissected all of the doors we could find, which wasn't many, and then we broke down the parts and created our door. With our idea finally visualized and looking pretty straightforward, we're really excited to see if we can get it produced.
I've seen the sun rise from mountaintops, Slept on the wrong side of tabletops. I've climbed up trees that don't seem to stop, but it's home where my heart belongs, and it's the same as it's always been. Yeah, these roads keep us traveling.
Oh, it's
like
nice.
rivers and wide and
E aí? Como estamos? Frio. Tá friozinho hoje, né?
So we contacted a friend to see if they could help us bring our vision to life, and we went to take our first look at the progress being made.
drawn home. Always. I've sung in theaters and on the street, slept in cities and never sleep.
We wanted to make all of the elements with stainless steel so it would last long without having the risk of rusting, especially since it was going to be in a high use and high traffic area in the boat. The window on the door will be made of polycarbonate, which has more resilience than acrylic. Even so, the downside of this is that steel is heavy, so we're really hoping that our design will work with the added weight.
Drawn home. Always. Drawn home. Never gone back. Always. 'Cause I'm always running home. No matter where I roam, I'm never gone back home.
Okay, so the guys are here to install it. It's super windy because there's a cyclone coming, but let's see how it goes.
Faltou a maquiagem?
Tá lindo, tá lindo.
Já tá gravando e palhaçada.
If these guys look familiar, that's because that's Jefferson and his team. They installed our newly designed davits and grab rails, and now they're back for an even bigger challenge.
It's a perfect day for the road. The blue sky will take us home. We'll take it easy, we'll take it slow. It's a good day for the road. And time goes so fast when you're with the ones you love. But I won't worry today, even if time flies away.
All right, They're back, and this time they're gonna install it. Last time they came here and they were just showing us everything, and there were some measurements that were off. So today is the day that we're gonna double check all of their work and possibly put it on. And we're really nervous.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Like legitimately nervous. We're not just saying that. This is a scary moment because it's welding and it's a dynamic door. And we invented it, so I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah, I hope so.
So, wish us luck. It's not done. We would have loved to tell you that we completed this really difficult project for a Companionway hatch, but unfortunately it did not go how we planned.
There's a lot of elements we didn't find in Brazil. It's hard to find someone specializing in waterproof doors here in Santa Catarina or in Brazil.
And the help that we got was all handmade. You know, this box was handmade, the door was handmade. So the question is there limitations to what you could do by hand?
And it's very expensive. It's very expensive.
Yeah, and that was kind of our roadblock, was how much it costs to actually produce a piece like this. We have our limitations, obviously. We're doing the whole boat. We're not just doing just the door. If we were doing just the door, that might change things. So we hit a bit of a roadblock for us continuing on at this point. This is where we're at right now. We just spot welded this stainless steel box into place. It's still missing all the elements to make it actually watertight from inside the hull, but you can get an idea of what it looks like, the size, and also its function. So what we're still missing is the rails and something to stop all of this motion that's happening. Eventually it'll be all welded in, but for now we just spot welded it to keep it in place. We've been reverse manufacturing it from pictures that we saw online, and so we thought we'd produce something that was doable. Unfortunately, not all of our designs are great designs. We've been really lucky. I think that most of the things that we created so far have been able to produce, but you remember our davits, right?
Yeah, so the first one is so bad, and the second one is good.
Not all of our ideas are home runs in the first thing, and I guess this one's on the list of things mark it as a current fail.
if you guys have a suggestion or ideas to resolve this problem.
Yeah, if you have any ideas, let us know. We're gonna put a pin in this right now and pause. We do have the option of doing something simple and then later on going back and investing in more. But I think that this is kind of a semi-design fail.
Yeah.
But we're gonna roll with it and keep going on the interior and come back to this. So let us know. We're really interested if you have any solutions and if you can save our Companionway door.
Yeah. Thanks to watch and subscribe our channel to see more of this.
See more Leon.
Video. Yeah.
Yeah, so tune in, subscribe, because we're gonna be redoing this somehow and you can see our final result.